Right now at 5, an Elon Musk group is offering $100 to Wisconsin voters to sign a petition against, quote, activist judges.
And an update on one of the men who allegedly abused and locked an elderly man in his basement.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. In less than 2 weeks, La Crosse will elect a new mayor.
And in less than 2 hours, News 8 Now will be hosting a live mayoral debate. Our own Allison Fergott is here in studio with a preview. Allison.
Ken and Emily, tonight will be one of the last chances for the candidates to set themselves apart ahead of the election. We plan on asking them about the topics that matter the most to La Crosse residents. Debates like these can be crucial in close local races as candidates look to shore up their voters. During the primary, less than 200 votes separated the two. Shondell Washington Spivey was the top vote getter, with Chris Kalo coming in second. And don't be surprised if we see another close race. In 2021, Mayor Mitch Reynolds defeated his opponent by 215 votes. La Crosse residents will decide who the next mayor will be on April 1st, but early voting is currently underway in the city. Our debate runs at 7 tonight. You can watch it on our 8.2 and our digital platforms. Reporting in the studio, Allison Fergott, News 8 Now.
Allison, thank you. A group funded by Elon Musk is giving away $100 to Wisconsin voters to sign a petition opposing, quote, activist judges. This comes just 2 weeks before the Wisconsin Supreme Court election. The winner of that election will determine whether the court remains under liberal control or flips back to a conservative majority.
The city of La Crosse is getting ready to open its brush and yard waste site on Isle La Plume on Monday. There will be a $25 yearly fee for each vehicle that wants to be registered by the city to dump grass clippings, brush, and leaves. You can purchase the registration sticker online and have it mailed to you or buy it at City Hall. One of 3 men accused of battering and imprisoning an elderly man was in La Crosse court this morning. 40-year-old Kyle Wedekind is accused of 4 felony counts of kidnapping, physical abuse of an elder, and false imprisonment. The 84-year-old man told investigators that the men battered him and locked him in his basement, demanding money and a PIN number for his bank card. Wedekind, who allegedly caused many of the man's physical injuries, pleaded not guilty and is bound over for trial. La Crosse County could soon see an improvement in its snowmobile trails. The County Board of Supervisors passed a resolution to request a $43,000 grant from the DNR. The snowmobile grant would help maintain the 146 miles of snowmobile trails in La Crosse County and reimburse snowmobile clubs with money they've spent to maintain the trails.
Well, we do have showers this evening, but we are monitoring another opportunity for some rain, excuse me, or snow as we go into Sunday and Sunday night. We're not expecting any type of system like we just had here, but still it could impact travel maybe going into Monday morning. Now, overall temperatures did climb above 50 today. Most areas still that upper 40s, pretty much centered around the snowpack, but look at 57 up at Red Wing. Actually, La Crosse was up to over 55 too. That's a mistake there. And further south, they were in the 50s. So it still is an impact, but we are melting it. There is a line of showers. We have a cold front up to the north and another system to the south that's coming through. It already went through Ladysmith. They turned the winds around to the northwest. Some of these showers may bring some gusty winds with it, even some small hail and a rain that actually may turn to snow in some of the stronger ones, but it would be brief. But we're still looking at this opportunity to come through probably until about 8 or 9. You can see that line progressing through La Crosse 6 to 7. By 8 p.m. it's southeast of the city. The winds will pick up behind it, and it's going to be kind of a chilly evening with that wind and temperatures lowering back to freezing or colder. And that'll be the story going on throughout the night. Even though we'll have clearing skies, temperatures overnight lows will be probably in the teens to around 20. Some areas may get closer to 10 to 11, like further north. The wind chill might bring it down a little bit colder in the morning. So later on we'll break down what it looks like for the rest of Saturday, and then we'll keep a track on that rain or snow coming in for Sunday and Sunday night.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. Last year, HSHS closed 2 hospitals in the Chippewa Valley, a move that left residents scrambling to find care.
What does local health care look like now? News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us in the newsroom with the answer.
Several providers have stepped up to fill the gap left by the closure of Sacred Heart and St. Joseph's hospitals. The closures left the community without services like labor and delivery and emergency care. It also left more than 14,000 people without jobs. Residents had to find health care in other parts of the county and state. Organizations like the Chippewa Valley Health Cooperative and Aspirus Health stepped in, announcing plans to open hospitals in Lake Hallie and Chippewa Falls.
So many people were very sad because the two hospitals were near and dear to most of our hearts. They had treated, grandparents. They had been here over 125 years, and it was shock, basically.
Aspirus expects to open in 2026 and the Health Cooperative in 2027. The Health Cooperative recently purchased St. Joseph's Hospital. They plan to offer services there until their new building is complete. In the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. Wisconsin teens have a more convenient path now to getting a driver's permit. The state DMV is saying aspiring drivers can take the two-part road knowledge test entirely online. This option is available to 15 to 17-year-olds who have already completed classroom training. The online test will cost $10, but in-person testing at DMV centers will remain free.
Local high school students are showing off their engineering skills in a major competition. Around 600 teams are taking part in a robotics competition at the La Crosse Center. Teams had 6 weeks to build their robots to compete in this year's challenge, which changes every year. The event hopes to inspire future engineers.
Yeah, just invite the public to come down, bring the kids. That's one of the big things we love, is kids to come out, check this out. They really get into it, and then they can ask questions to engage possibly in joining the leagues at their schools if they exist.
The event is free and open to the public. Tomorrow marks the final day of the competition. The winning team will advance to the World Championship in Texas.
Still to come, President Trump announcing Boeing has won a major military contract.
And what else they discussed in his meeting at the Oval Office today. Plus, a power outage at a major airport affecting hundreds of flights.
Enjoy tax relief savings today at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Spend $9.99 or more and receive an extra 7% tax relief discount. Plus, take advantage of no interest for 1 year. Don't miss out on 7% tax relief savings going on now at Home Furniture.
A 5-year-old girl violated. The predator faced up to 60 years behind bars. Radical Susan Crawford sided with him, released on a $500 bond, and lived across from a school. His sentence, just 4 years in prison. Now he's free. All because Susan Crawford and her warped, soft-on-crime agenda. Catch and release Crawford. Don't take the risk. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Verizon and AT&T announced price hikes a total of 10 times in the past 2 years. Doesn't that blow your mind? Families can switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plans while saving 20%. T-Mobile blows the competition away.
T-Mobile will also give you up to $800 when you switch.
Mind blown. Is that a jet engine?
Go to T-Mobile.com to see how families can save 20% and get $800.
That's lunch.
Growing up in Chippewa Falls, we had some tough times. My little sister was born with special needs, so I became her protector. And when my dad was laid off, we all had to step up. Along the way, I learned a lot about hard work, common sense, and most of all, what it means to look out for people. I'm Susan Crawford, and looking out for people is why I became a prosecutor and a judge. And it's what I'll do every day on the Supreme Court.
Home Seasonal Concepts is now open, and right now get a free custom order patio fabric upgrade from top brands Homecrest and Tropitone. Plus, get an extra 7% off sale prices and pay no interest for 1 year on porch and patio at Home Seasonal Concepts.
President Trump today announced that Boeing has won a major military contract.
It comes as Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth denies reports that Elon Musk will be briefed on top secret war plans. CBS News' Erica Brown has the latest from our nation's capital.
President Donald Trump announced a new $20 billion contract with Boeing to build the Air Force's next-generation fighter jets.
The F-47 will be the most advanced, most capable, most lethal aircraft ever built.
The F-47 will replace the Air Force's F-22 Raptor and is designed to fight alongside drones.
An experimental version of the plane has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation.
This comes as the president and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth denied reports that Elon Musk would be briefed on plans for a potential war with China. Musk was at the Pentagon Friday.
To talk about Doge, to talk about efficiencies, to talk about innovations. It was a great informal conversation. The rest of that reporting was fake.
President Trump also told reporters he has the authority to invoke the Alien Enemies Act to deport migrants without due process, despite a federal judge's order temporarily halting the flights.
You can't stop that with a judge sitting behind a bench that has no idea what goes on, who happens to be a radical left lunatic.
The administration was back in court Friday, and Judge James Boasberg chastised the Department of Justice, pushing for answers about how those who could be wrongfully detained as a result of the deportations could challenge the actions. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
London's Heathrow Airport restarting some flights today. The airport was shut down yesterday after a fire at a nearby electrical substation. Power is partially restored, but it's temporary. Over 1,300 flights are expected to be affected. Officials think the disruption could last for a week.
A popular allergy medication being recalled over child poisoning concerns. The product is Benadryl liquid elixir bottles. Reports say the bottles might not be child resistant. The bottles affected were sold on Amazon between July 2023 and October of 2024. Arcell, the company listed as the product's importer, can be contacted for a full refund.
Well, a big change for the popular food delivery app DoorDash. It's partnering with buy now, pay later finance company Klarna. It'll let customers pay for their deliveries immediately in full installments or at a later time. Costco customers in Eau Claire will now have more time in the day to fill up at the pump. Some spots will stay open an hour later than before, while others will open up a little earlier. Costco says the move is to keep it competitive.
We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
Yeah, going to be a dry start to the weekend, but we're going to have a wet end to it and windy conditions too. We'll time out the rain, the snow, and the winds on Sunday, and then what's showing like going into next week. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Come to the 27th Annual Early Bird Home Show. Lowest prices of the year.
Windows, doors, patio doors, lowest price of the year.
Bath remodels, kitchen remodels, lowest prices of the year.
Pergolas, decks, or sunrooms, lowest price of the year.
Siding, trim, or gutters, lowest prices of the year.
27th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store, 524 Copen Avenue, La Crosse. TheBoardStoreOnline.com or call 608-782-8877.
Ford family of SUVs, proud sponsor of winter. Now, get up to $4,000 in total cash on a 2024 Ford Escape. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
This is the story about a little empathy. No matter where little empathy looked, it just couldn't find its place in the world. Which was sad, because it had so much to give. Then one day, little empathy made a friend. And the friend took it somewhere it would always be useful and appreciated. Welcome to a place where healthcare is all about caring. Amplify Health. A little empathy changes everything.
Growing up in Chippewa Falls, we had some tough times. My little sister was born with special needs, so I became her protector. And when my dad was laid off, we all had to step up. Along the way, I learned a lot about hard work, common sense, and most of all, what it means to look out for people. I'm Susan Crawford, and looking out for people is why I became a prosecutor and a judge. And it's what I'll do every day on the Supreme Court.
Here at Carl's, you'll find the top name brand appliances. During our Slam Dunk Savings Event, save up to $2,000 instantly on major appliances. Plus, get up to $3,000 in vendor rebates. Purchase an LG 4-piece kitchen package and get this LG 55-inch TV free.
The Hot Buys are right here, right now at Carl's.
Save on Serta mattresses.
All TVs are on sale.
The spring grill shipments have arrived.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Unfortunately, we have some showers for your Friday evening, along with some gusty winds coming with this line of showers. There's a cold front coming through. One system's to the south, but the main cold front is out just coming through probably Eau Claire. It went through Ladysmith, turning those winds around to the northwest. So that'll accompany these showers that may impact your evening activities. Some of these could produce a little bit of gusty winds too, along with maybe a quick change from rain to maybe some grupple, rain to sleet as it comes through. Most of the time right now, all of it has been rain, but even down towards Des Moines and Iowa, some of those showers have actually produced a little bit of light, small hail too. So this will continue on, so something to keep in mind of if you're out and about. Some people will see a lot, probably will not see much other than a wind shift around to the northwest. By 7, I think most of the activity will be La Crosse southward. North, they'll start clearing out skies. The northwest wind will continue. By the time we get to 9 to 10, most of that activity is now to the east. Skies quickly clearing, but with that northwest wind, it's not going to be a very comfortable Friday evening right now going on. Temperatures lowering into the 30s, potentially below 30 up to the north too. So kind of a chilly Friday evening going on with that northwest wind. But overall, most of the night will be clear. A few clouds here and there, but look at the temperatures fall quickly back into the 20s and to the teens too, especially where areas that have snow covered on, they might get into the low to mid-teens. So it will be a cold start. Tomorrow, the winds do turn around, fairly light and variable. Plenty of sunshine, but the temperatures are struggling to get back to where we should be, which is upper 40s by this point. So upper 30s north to maybe the mid 40s. Snowpack areas may struggle to get 42. So kind of a chilly Saturday. And then as we go into Sunday, we're going to watch the first line of showers come through. It's probably going to be in the morning time frame. This line will quickly come through, probably between 5 and 8. Light rain. We'll have probably a break as the low gets closer. The winds are still out of the south, so still somewhat mild for the start of Sunday. The next round of showers develops probably around noon to early afternoon. That'll come through as you see the winds begin to turn around from the west, and they'll pick up speed then. But overall, still mostly rain at this point. There's still a little bit of question mark as you go north of Eau Claire if we're going to see a little mix in the afternoon with some of these showers. Then the wraparound moisture around this low will impact potentially some areas. There's a lot of questions of how far south it will be and how widespread this activity will be coming Sunday night. But there is an opportunity for snow, showers, flurries, continuing through Sunday into Monday morning, along with strong gusty winds. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. This may change if it brings that snow further down. Overall, snow amounts right now, most of it is to the north of the area. But as we go into Monday morning, there's a little bit here and there, giving you an indication from like a trace to a half-inch may accumulate in some areas. So that's why the morning commute could be a little tricky. And the winds, too, definitely are going to be the issue on Sunday afternoon as they turn around to the west. We potentially could see gusts over 40. You'll see that turn right here. Kind of lightens up and then turns right to the west in the afternoon. So that wind will also be a factor Sunday afternoon and evening with gusts probably over 40 to 45 at some time. And then if you look at that, that's what we're expecting for all the breakdown. It has changed a little bit, less likely to see snow. But the important thing is things will change. So stay tuned to the forecast through the weekend, especially before you go for your Monday morning commute to see what has changed. Otherwise, next week, I think you're going to like towards the end of the week because we got 60s, potentially 70, maybe. Don't get too excited yet.
Oh. We are getting
That's not fair.
Tone it down.
That is good news.
Calm down there. We've got showers going on too, but yeah, pay attention to the forecast tonight, especially further north you go towards Rusk County. Those areas where accumulating snow will be a little bit more likely coming Sunday night and early Monday.
All right, good to keep in mind. Thanks, Greg. Still to come, the madness of March is in full swing.
See how Citizens State Bank in La Crosse is celebrating the tournament with their customers.
Monday on News 8 Now this morning, Mindful Monday focuses on women's health during Women's History Month. Gunderson's worksite wellness expert shares some essential information every woman should know.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in.
The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
In the hunt, every detail matters. It's not just about the thrill, but a passion for the craft. And in the end, it's about the people you get to be with. At Overhead Door, it's about our team and those we get to serve. We can repair any garage door, but we only install the best. Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region since 1921.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Out-of-state special interests are trying to buy a Supreme Court seat for Susan Crawford. Why? Because Crawford supports their radical agenda, and I'm not okay with any of it. Let transitioning male teachers use my girls' bathrooms at school, allow boys to compete against them in sports, giving puberty-blocking drugs to children without parents' consent. That's who Susan Crawford sides with, and I'm not okay with any of it.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm. The first Warn Weather Storm Runner. Only from News 8 Now. Expect more. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
It is March Madness, but today the fun wasn't just on the court, it was in the community as well.
Yeah, Citizens State Bank hosted a March Madness event at the La Crosse Cafe. Attendees enjoyed coffee, brats, and even got a chance to shoot some hoops. The bank's CEO says the event is a fun way to show their customers appreciation.
We're having a little fun with the NCAA. Who doesn't, follow the NCAA and like to have fun? So we take this opportunity to have fun with our customers, show we appreciate them, have them in, have some brats, burgers, have some camaraderie, shoot some basketball, just having a fun day.
The NCAA tournament wraps up April 7th with the championship game at the Alamo Dome. Would have been even better to have it yesterday, midday, when the Badgers were playing.
Oh, that's
you
right.
Had that on the big screen and everybody enjoying that
That's
game.
good thinking. I made an NCAA oopsie today. I did not put in my. I did not lock in my team that I think was going to win the championship.
That's right. You filled in everything to get your Final Four, but then you didn't go from there.
Yeah, but I'm going to say it on air again. Houston. I would like Houston to win.
Who's surprised?
And who are you going for again?
Tennessee.
Okay.
And I don't know. That could happen.
Yeah, but we want the Badgers to win on Saturday,
Absolutely.
right?
It'd be great if Wisconsin wins the whole thing. I'd be happy to have my bracket busted by that.
Yeah. We'll see. Anything could happen. You never know. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Enjoy tax relief savings today at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Spend $9.99 or more and receive an extra 7% tax relief discount. Plus, take advantage of no interest for 1 year. Don't miss out on 7% tax relief savings going on now at Home Furniture.
Voters deserve to know what our records are.
Susan Crawford's record? Disturbing and dangerous. A 7-year-old girl sexually assaulted. The attacker faced 100 years. Crawford let him off with only 4.
I don't regret that sentence.
A 5-year-old violated. The predator should have rotted in prison. He got out in just 2 years. She protected them, not us.
I don't regret that sentence. I am proud of the work that I've done.
Susan Crawford, putting criminals over your kids.
Find happiness.
Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Spring Pops, Brubeck, Bernstein, and the Beatles, March 29th. Sponsored by Alex and Jackie Vaver at lacrossesymphony.org.
How corrupt is Brad Schimmel? Let's count the ways. 1. Schimmel gave a plea deal to a man caught with child porn after the man's lawyer gave his campaign thousands of dollars. 2. Schimmel let 6,000 rape kits sit untested for years, then lied about it. 3. Schimmel took thousands in campaign contributions from opioid makers, then refused to go after them when opioid deaths spiked. That's Brad Schimmel, and he's way too corrupt for the Supreme Court.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get an extra 7% tax relief savings plus free delivery and setup when you spend $9.99 or more on quality mattress brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Tax relief savings now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, definitely might carry the umbrella this evening for a few hours to about 8 or 9. We have a line of showers coming through. Could be some gusty winds. It definitely won't feel comfortable once it comes through because the temperatures will fall off to the teens later tonight. That rain chance, snow chance comes back in Sunday. Snow potential Sunday night. It looks like further north you go, that would be where the accumulation is. Nothing like we had this last system. And then maybe some
maybe
60
a
stores.
70.
Maybe. I don't know
No
about that
promises.
yet. I'm not going to get that.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you in a few minutes.